Now, good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show. Now, daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bisola. Joining me today in the studio is
Steven.
and okay. Now, we will take today to read from Punch and Vanguard newspaper. Let's start with the Punch. Fuel importation hasn't stopped, says NNPC. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited says it has not stopped the importation of petroleum products into the country. NNPC spokesman Olufemi disclosed this in a statement on Thursday. Soneye said the state-owned petroleum company would still source for products from outside the country when there is a need for that. Oh, Stephen, what is your take on this?
Well, it's true. What you said is true because one, we cannot just jump straight and say we want to stop importation of fuel. Now, okay, we have a refinery in the country already. It's a good one for us. It's a win-win for us. But at that process, for now, the situation with Nigeria dey like this, we go see the import for it till probably the end of this year.
Okay.
To the end of this year, because we cannot just stop importation of fuel. If there's a need for it, definitely we'll import fuel.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot put everything on Dangote. We cannot rely fully 100% fully on Dangote that we want to produce fuel for us every time and do this for us every time. At least once in a while, no the important, but it should not be a composite thing for us that okay, now importation of fuel we want to do. At least that one will reduce some cost of logistics. So we use bring all these things in.
Okay. Bella, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, it wasn't not yesterday that they said that they have come to a term of agreement with Dangote refinery that it is going to be supplying the petrol to the market. I don't think that it should stop immediately since it was just yesterday the agreement was being said. At least till ending of this year, by next year, if the fuel importation hasn't stopped, then they have to take an action towards it. It was just yesterday, so I don't expect them to already close up where there's no yet the distribution yet. That is my thought in that because don't expect it so soon.
Okay, let's move on. FG approves $2.2 billion external borrowing. The Federal Executive Council on Thursday approved a $2.2 billion external borrowing plan. This is part of the federal government's external borrowing program for the 2024 Appropriation Act. The Finance Minister, Mr. Wale Edu, told State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. The financing initiative will combine Eurobond and Zucchini offerings estimated at $1.7 billion and $500 million, respectively, to reinforce Nigeria's fiscal stability, said Edo, adding that the result of the federal government's economic reforms qualifies Nigeria for the international capital market financing. So, what do you have to say?
Okay. Oh, this case of borrowing every time borrowing.
When I saw it, I was actually shocked that
That's what we are
$2.2 billion again.
2.2 billion naira. This is
dollar, not naira.
That's why it's not naira.
It's dollar. And our president was using 19 point something million, billion, to maintain his private jet.
That one I want to maintain. The one they want use money go build 40 houses for judge and buy a gift for them. So that money never reach half of
$2.2 billion. Why are they borrowing money again?
This money they are even borrowing. Are we even paying it back?
Yeah,
we don't pay it back. We don't pay some. Or we never even pay at all. We just borrow money. This money will go in and it's getting up to $50 billion.
It's accumulating already.
Where do you want to get this money to pay? Later now they go say they go increase one thing now, increase one thing, increase
And
one thing.
now,
Come inflate poverty
More
on the
tax,
masses.
more tax on us. We will pay more tax.
like, it's really tiring and
two
frustrating.
point
Oh
two
my god.
billion dollars.
Ah,
Maybe my own thought is that it's just a thought. I was thinking that maybe since we have a sitting president that is actually a CIA, maybe it's some of his own assets from
may go sell
that
am.
no his own assets in the US. That is what he's actually turning to borrow us with the Nigerians, and then later on he's going to inherit us as his own profit and
Because it's
gain.
not as if there is no money, but we keep borrowing.
That is because the government are not contented with what they have now.
If we can't manage
they,
about,
they,
if
they,
we
are
can't
not, they,
manage
are,
our
they are not
resources,
contented with what they have because I feels like they feels like what is being made in Nigeria is not enough for them. So instead of that, they should keep on borrowing so that it can be enough for their generational wealth that they are accumulating and then spread it within their self. That is all.
As I used to say, my own watch word, God help Nigeria. Because I'm really tired and frustrated.
Exactly. God will help us.
Okay, moving on. Tinubu may present 47 trillion naira 2025 budget to National Assembly today. The federal government on Thursday approved the medium-term expenditure framework for 2025 to 2027 and the fiscal strategy paper. According to the MTEF, and proposed 2025 budget size is 47.9 trillion naira, with new borrowing of 9.22 trillion naira. The Minister of the Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, told State House correspondents after this week's Federal Executive Council meeting at Aso Rock Villa, Abuja.
Is it an exchange rate?
I don't understand.
Wait, we dey do exchange rate there, Abu.
Ah, omo, Nigeria too suffer.
So you're presenting and then you're borrowing or what?
Like,
and
no,
the
for
one
them to know how much they want to borrow, so they go add am together.
the worst one be say all these budgets wey dey drop, they no go implement am go dey talk to them.
Thank you.
They,
They are not doing
they're using it
anything.
for their own benefit.
You just
That is
okay,
all.
you want to drop budget of 47 million. This budget
Trillion.
It's trillion.
trillion naira. This budget is dropping now is I think half of what he dropped when he was coming in as president. Okay, you don drop this money now, you still during your ten ure you still dey borrow money after you don drop budget money wey you
No
wan use for
ladder,
the
no
year, you
ladder.
still dey borrow money. E come be times two of wetin you borrow last year.
It can be.
E dey pain me
It's
o,
not as if the coming down.
because
This
e
thing
dey
is
pain
really,
me.
really.
Now when dem wan
It's
finish you come borrow $2.2 billion. Year never finish o,
and
you
now
come dey joke.
2025 to 2027. What of this year? You na never. Oh God. As e dey pay me, they suppose go sell that private jet. I beg them because I see everything or what.
You know the most funniest part is that even if you like may pay you from now to tomorrow, we're just going to stay here and then voice out our own part, and then there is nothing that is going to be done about it because those ones that we think say he be leader, they no be leader. Now for their pocket they be leader put. That is
Maybe na the money,
and
maybe na the money wey
the
dey borrow
most
dey wan use
annoying
do
part
budget.
of it is that there are still people that are still going to stand boldly to defend this government and feels like we are rushing that the government, the president, or cannot solve Nigerian problem within a year, within a month, within a year. Nigeria has been in this mess for before he came into power. So we should.
They are benefiting from it now. E just be like e just be like
Cool down.
e just be like make person boss make you dey say you dey one company you dey sell fake drug and this drug dey kill people, e dey paralyze people because say you dey that company dem dey pay you, you go dey support them na say we are
Na good thing dem dey do.
Some of them are not even
Same thing with
benefiting
last
from this thing. Some of them are not even benefiting. The thing that is killing us most in Nigeria is because of this tribalism and all that. Most people actually think that because it's this kind of a tribe, that is why they needed to root for him, stand in his mandate. Even if it's killing them, they feel like, this is the best thing we need to do. We need to stand for our people, even when that person is wrong, and then you can't even voice out. Like, how will I be in the support of a person that is actually killing me, killing my family, my community, and then I feel like because it's my tribe, I don't need to voice out because of this thing. Is what is killing Nigeria. Forget about all this politics of a thing. He already know his way. That is why he comes in with this tribal of a thing, and then even if the rest wanted to protest, there's still going to be some part that is in support of him and feels like, why would you go after this person? We have to give him more years, and more years is still coming, and then we are still going to be in the same mess. Nothing is being done. Oh God.
How will help us in this Nigeria? Okay. Okay, let's move on. Epileptic power persists in North as TCN battles tower repairs. The federal government, through the Transmission Company of Nigeria, seems to flatter in its promise to fully restore power supply to the 17 northern states affected by the recent blackouts in the region. Finding by the Punch on Thursday revealed that the TCN is still battling to restore power supply to the majority of the affected states in the region, 72 hours after November 12 deadline promise given by the government to restore electricity to the entire north. Like, imagine they say, I could remember that they were like, November 12, everything will be stable. Imagine, I know that after that November 12, okay, it was last week, this thing collapsed again.
Yesterday I read it on news that University of Ibadan has been removed from the national grid because they are in debt.
Imagine. What if they will not?
So you cannot imagine that each companies, or how will I even say it, each federal government companies or housing or whatever that is going to be related with the federal government is soon or later going to be removed from the power grid because there is debt.
Now one by one.
It's going to be one after the other.
Now one by
So we have to just be like, let's assume that this never happened. Because no one, even if you're outside country and then you are doing so well, you are making billions of money every year, you would not even want to step into this because one, your life is going to be at stake. The government is going to ask you who sent you message. Shall we tell you say we don't know what they do? So your own is just to be there and be looking. People that are used to darkness and will be used to darkness. Those that are using traveling out as a prayer point for themselves in the church, we keep on using that as a prayer point for themselves in the church. And the rest that can't afford to travel out will still have to wait till when God called them or when Nigeria gets
better.
Much better. Finally fall down.
Wetin me I even enjoy for the news na the word the headline wey dem use for that epileptic power
As they fall in a stand.
just dey fall.
As they fall in a stand.
No even bad. Shebi dem promise us was it not last week they promise us they've started repairing this.
And now they said deadline is November 12.
I dey tell people say Nigeria come outside tell you for something for press conference say we go do this. When the Nigerian government and politician wan lie, na that time they come in front of press. They go dey post we will do this, we will do that. This thing is going to be repaired. It's going to. Till now, we've never seen anything.
That was saying that if you review what is under the national grid collapsing, Nigeria will cry. What more can we cry over? The hunger that we have cried about, the protests that we have done because the government and the police brutality that we have actually stood up for ourselves, and then we ended up being pushed back inside, and then they lock the door, throw away the key, say if na make noise again, man see her and go come outside. Is it that one that is going to make us cry? So there's nothing new under the government that we haven't known.
Make they review these people because I don't know who came out. We came out saying there are so many things under this thing that we don't know yet.
Even if they review them,
we know people where they cause this thing. Because me, I believe there are some people in charge of this destruction.
Still, even if they review them, it will not even remove anything common for Nigerian body. Because you can't hold them. Nigeria will not be able to hold them. Imagine, okay, someone came out and says that, okay, the US government has actually revealed that the city president is a CIA. What was done?
Nothing.
Who
was being held responsible?
They kill the news and move it from our server. Nobody hear about the news again.
That is it. So even if they like, make they review the person where they under that, say, make the national grid, make they collapse every Eke market days. Nobody they go home. That them go still settle them among themselves. They fit say, hey, you are fired from your position. You are fired. That person will be in one corner receiving more money than those.
I just wondered how that trend just left the internet because people
it's still there.
it wasn't viral the way it came out before.
It
Now
wasn't viral.
people are forgetting to forget the
Do you know
fact
what some people
that
were
this
saying?
came out from the CIA.
Some people are actually saying that they came out, they says that he does not have this. They came out and then they says that he does not have a certificate, you believed it. It says it's a woman, you believed it. They says it's this and you believed it. Now they say the CIA. Men that keep on believing, now go day there, Nigeria go better.
Okay, let's move on. Now, matter don tire me. Four Kogi Varsity lecturers dismissed for sexual misconduct.
Eh,
The Governing Council of the Federal University, Lokoja, has approved the dismissal of four lecturers on account of examination misconduct and sexual misconduct. Our correspondent gathered that the Governing Council gave the approval at its second council meeting on Thursday. This is coming on the heels of investigation following allegations of examination malpractice and sexual harassment leveled against the lecturers last year.
okay.
See that they Tracy said they want it.
I want to say that only one part of the country all this thing dey happen. So it dey happen for your state too.
Every, it's not just
Which one is their state?
it's not even just that
Why you
they
bias
happen.
with state?
It's not even about that this one is happening. This
It's
thing is
all
happening.
schools,
It's
to be
common.
sincere.
And
It's
then
all
the most funniest part is that you're not going to know whether it's actually the student that offered this or the lecturer that requested for this.
But
Because
mostly it is the lecturers.
mostly it's always the
Some
student.
students can be very funny to even implicate some lecturers because
They're going to implicate that.
this lecturer go see make I no take I no wan use
No
one
talk
kind
am.
word.
No
Make
talk
lecturer
am.
go see body
E dey like no talk am.
No, and the funniest part, the dressing as well. You know, there's all those woke, and then all those new Gen Z generation that is going to be like they feels like they can put on anything
Anything
tight
they
and
want.
exposing, go to lecture, and then all those kind of a thing is kind of tempting.
I go wear crop top and short skirt go submit project for lecturer office.
Why they go do that? And they go enter school.
No, some of them actually wanted to use this as a temptation because some wanted to pass their paper.
Yeah, just take it.
Some can even be there. They will not even attend class for a whole week.
A whole week pay.
A whole week.
Some people see one semester now during exam una go see them, una go dey see new faces.
And
are we together in the same level? I'm like, you be surprised.
And when they are coming, when they are coming,
pay
you see something up here. You see the skirt that is up above the nail. Like this one it has turned into not just skirt. This one is like putting on a pants. Some is even wearing a bomber shirt. Like
But it's like I used to ask something.
Was it not
Is there no
firewood?
security? No. Is there no security at the entrance? When these people
security that will even be confused of their post.
no, some schools don't accept that. My school, see,
Yeah.
there's a day I wore one skirt. The skirt is not short. It was kind of long but tight. They sent me back home.
Some schools don't
They
accept it.
sent me back home. I was even angry that this skirt is long now. Why will you send me back home?
I know.
They were like
I
they're
know
showing my
of the
shape and all. They sent
I
me
know
back
of
home
the
to go
law.
and
You
change.
don't accept that. I know.
The
Yeah,
schools don't accept it.
But out of that school, let me just say the ones that are decent are just few. Because they expect that you're already an adult. That is why when the government was actually talking about an underage writing jam and all that, they have to cancel it because those ones they will not get there now. They will now feels like I've already grown up, and then they started seeing all those ones that is because
Do you know some people actually put these clothes in their bag now and just go with
They will
different
first of all wear jalabia under all this thing, and the ones that they remove it. Especially those staying in school hostels. They have the opportunity.
Those inside.
Yeah, those is inside.
Coming through that gate.
They don't allow it
for you to be in a university and then you do not get contaminated by what you see. Your mama prayer they work for you. Your dad's prayer is following you one
Person
after.
go dey moved. Like there's no you not moved. Nah.
From there you see
Take the grace of God.
there was this guy that was in the class. He was like now inside class me and my guy the guy don already dey price Benz for his
Don't help us in this Nigeria.
seriously.
It's just that the school and you know some schools like my school now they banned any undecent dress. Even when you are not in school, walking if they see those works they will carry you over and feel form here. You go and feel form. So once they catch you, you are gone.
I think that needs to be implemented in
Once
every
they
school.
catch you in my
Because
school, you are gone.
because
Yeah, you are gone.
you're still that I know those ones they are going to be like I'm an adult already, so you don't have to
And they
control.
can
But
wear anything they like and all.
this kind of a woke generation that is going to be like the my body my choice is what is actually affecting the whole lot. It's going to be like my body my choice. They want to feel why they want
And
to
they
do
can
this.
tell the fact is not them that is getting the clothes for them.
They can just put this. So if you get to your mom's home, you can start dressing the way because some of them they can't dress like that
That's
at
what I
home.
want to tell you. That's what I
They
want to
can't
say.
dress like that at
That's what I want to say.
home.
They can't.
You want
They
to
will not
You will see them wearing jalabia.
if they reach
On
house
their
now,
heads.
if they reach
most
house,
They'll
of
be
them
doing as a normal
most of them are
like
even without
the
witness.
white ones that
When
you
they get
see
home,
in
they'll
school,
move on
if
their
they
head.
reach house, oh my god, you'll be like, is this the same? No, it's not. No, this is not happy. No, it's not happy but now. No, there must be something wrong. When you reach school,
like
they'll just throw away that jalabia, fling it.
I think school needs to all these events, they need to implement
But
all
don't be
this.
fired. That is just the thing about the lecturers that come on
You bring
now.
am to me, ma collect wetin I go collect straight. No be we kuku force am.
But they have to have self-discipline.
Discipline.
Since you are a lecturer, you have to at least
It's not easy. Boya person wey fight with im wife before e leave house, before e enter to come see person wey come tempt am, e no go answer. It's not easy.
If we're having case of rape and everything,
like
because
that,
of
like that,
much everything you
And
do.
now,
like that
It's bound to happen now.
Idris Karim, Mr. Lecturer, where he sing about Mr. Lecturer. She wants to pass some paper, so it's just going to be like that for both the lecturer and the student.
abeg go, person go chop, student go pass im paper, una go take one.
Abi,
If you can't read, you shall
the
use
men
what you
will
have
pay.
to get
If
what
not
you
the
get,
men, the
what
men
you
will pay.
want.
The men will pay for it.
You have to use what you have to get what you want.
Hello, inside school.
But this the university needs to implement this to be sincere.
Yes,
It's
there
like
has to be a
it's just getting
decent
too
dressing.
much. It's getting too much.
Not to implicate more lecturers into what they don't even like. Maybe it's the devil's work.
Na so na anything na satan na devil.
Devil go
And
come
na
down.
everything wey don
Office hours.
scatter like this na devil work. It's the handwork of the devil. This and that.
It's the innocent devil that is.
Abeg make una rest that una go dey lie for devil. Devil sef go soon judge all of una. Okay, let's move on to our next part, the Vanguard. 2025 budget. FG to borrow 13.8 trillion naira. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, disclosed this while briefing State House correspondents at the end of the council meeting, presided over by President Bola Tinubu at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. You were once saying something while we were still talking about the punch side. You said something. I was not thinking that. What you believe? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, does he not know about all this?
Is the LG now?
No, forget about FG. Before they implement all these things, they will have taken it to him.
No, he's one
to
signing
check it
it.
out.
He's one that has the final signature.
He's
Yes.
the one
If the federal government wants to bring
And
that
he's
kind of
using
thing
90
about,
something to maintain that thing they pay me.
there's no how the president will not know about such a loan. There will be at least there will be 4 signatures to that loan.
Let
The
me
president will
defend,
be the last person.
let me defend our president. He knows nothing about it all.
How you tell me he knows nothing about it?
You know, they calm down. I give this man in prison space. He knows nothing about it all. Okay, let me just defend him for one minute.
Abeg sit down for one side, Jerry. You go explain inside, I have no evidence.
I'm trying to defend him. Okay.
Sit down for one place, abeg, make you rest. You go explain inside,
In
no
every gathering,
evidence.
there must be one person that needed to defend him. Like all of us cannot be against him. The man is old.
We are not
He's
against him.
old.
Never suffer.
We are not against him. We are trying to. We are
We are saying our own.
we are really concerned about
Exactly
it's
now.
affecting so many people. It's
If it
affecting
is not
women.
affecting you, probably you have millions under that your bed wey dey
It's not
for your
under my
house.
bed.
You know,
So
abeg let us we
I would have loved to
we
keep
can't
that
say
in
we
my
are
account, but the bank
but it's
are
really affecting
misbehaving.
us.
I would have loved to keep that money in my bank, but the bank are misbehaving. So I'm just trying to stand in for him. You two can actually go against him.
If I get that time money for bank, every time I will check balance.
But I was not even allowed to be in my care
Bank
because
no go allow you rent because every day they remove all these useless
naira,
charges, all these
30 naira, 50 naira.
charges
I
there.
will take my balance every day. Make I know how much
And
it
the
is.
more you keep on checking your balance, that is the
It
more
will
they'll keep
exactly
deducting from it.
exactly.
That is the most funniest part. Before you know, 1 million naira, just remove 30 naira. It's not even up to 1 million naira.
You do transfer last time they go remove 100 naira, they go remove 80 naira. Government of you checking your account.
So imagine Nigeria borrowing this kind of money now. So maybe they just like, is it going into the bank or is like they're sharing it
Na
into
cash.
the
No, no. If
Na
you're buying that
cash.
kind of money to be a wire transfer,
oh
you have to
no.
wire the money straight to the accountant general's
We really
public.
really they learn every day.
This
Nigeria,
this country don't tire me.
Like I just person wey dey say go just say Solafa, are you ready?
Well, it's where.
Are you ready?
ready to work.
I need to leave this country.
Now you see, this is what
I
I'm
will not
talking
even look
about.
back.
It's one of your prayer points.
I'll not look back at all.
You're not the
Come
Nigerians that is using it as a prayer point every
to
day.
do wetin?
To leave the country now.
I no dey use am as prayer point. Me I believe say if una go dey successful for dis place, nothing go stop you. And if God say okay na there you go dey successful, nothing go stop you from going there. That's me. I don't who used to pray for wetin. Make na dey pray say make Nigeria dey good.
But why are you now wishing?
I'm just saying.
Why are you now wishing?
No na we never know wetin dey you never know.
You
Yeah,
have
I
to
just
be
say
there. Let's fight it together.
exactly what I'm saying. We pray for Nigeria to get better, and while we are praying, let's act to what is
If you
let's
are praying
make
for
actions.
Nigeria to get better,
But not the prayer with this man of God not pray for
No,
Nigeria.
you know, see, do you know why? Let me say, do you know why Nigerian prayer no dey answer that one? Because we wey dey there, sef, we are the people doing ourselves. We are the bad people. And now that's why we are just free, stressing ourselves and everything. But we
you have to
ourselves
understand the kind of prayer you pray for Nigeria.
we ourselves are doing ourselves.
This
Yes, we are doing ourselves. Exactly, because why are you praying? And if you like now a marketer praying now, immediately they leave the church go market say go sell market wey you know say na 45k na go sell na 65 una still dey call God. I swear na 60k I buy am, Olorun go na 62k I buy am. No be you dey do am and you just finish praying. So na let's be realistic with each other now. You just finish praying in church Olorun gbọ́ 62k mo rà 65,000 mo rà mi ìdíjálẹ̀, so it's not making sense. Na we dey do ourselves.
Please.
So our prayer
I
cannot
need
be
a chill
answered.
pill. Do you need a chill pill?
I no need that. Abeg you just dey vex me. So let's move on. Wike's aide to Atiku: you aren't destined to be president. Olayinka, in statement in Abuja yesterday, said the PDP presidential ticket will no longer be available to be wasted by serial I no be me talk am o, by serial betrayal of the party, who are obviously suffering the consequences of their past sin against the party and its members. I need to see the person wey write am. I wan ask him one question.
Oh my gosh, you know why they look at. Wait,
I wan ask you one question.
who they don't want to say? Is it?
Na Atiku dem dey follow talk now.
Okay, they don't want to
Na
say.
him be the serial betrayer.
Okay.
And they are eating their own consequences. They are suffering the consequences of their past actions against the party and its members.
Anybody in party don dey in power, if you believe say they just come outside dey talk anything wey they believe say they dey talk in favour of their own party to disfavour other party.
Exactly.
How you go come outside talk that kind thing? Say the present government wey dey don do anything better for.
I don't understand.
We can get this kind. How is very, very toxic to the society.
Wike is toxic, is offensive.
That man, to be sincere, if that man is the president of Nigeria,
he's so hungry and thirsty for power.
At all, see the way he talks with the just open mouth.
He doesn't have attribute of leadership in it. To me,
it's the power that he has. That power.
He has no power. To be sincere, he has no power.
When he was the governor, he was
the federal capital territory.
The minister of federal capital territory now. So
he has no power. They gave him the chance to do this.
He has the power. That is what is bringing him. So you should say that he has no power.
Like the
if he has no power, he won't be able to demolish all those places.
Imagine still telling them that he wants to build house for the judge. Money wey una dey give judge no, e no dey okay. Nigeria dey suffer, una no build house for Nigeria, una no build house for, you make this demolish people's house, you wan dey build house for judge. And na still dey fear God now.
That money they wanted to use to build houses.
Make dem go share
They
am.
have used it to build housing estate, low cost housing estate. Probably in a place, just low cost housing. People that don't have.
That's why I love this governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu. He demolished all these houses wey be say na the house are not good. If you see the house and see they are collecting rent every year 100,000. He demolished everything.
That one is not even his own concern. This wicked of a person. He's been in the PDP and he's still under the PDP. But I don't know. Maybe he's the one we should be asking where does he even stand, because he's been loyal to the president, also trying to be being with the PDP as well. Like, is it? I don't. What is his stand particularly for? Like, where does he even belong?
Any small like exactly.
And the power that he's talking too much is like he's bragging about it and then trying to rub it on the citizens' face that yes, I'm the minister over you, that there's nothing they can do to him. This guy is becoming.
Who is not appointing me as minister?
Is his boss now?
Okay, let's move on. Lakurawa. Terror group membership not more than 200. Major General Laka. The National Coordinator of National Counter-Terrorism Center, Major General Adamu Laka, has disclosed that following the recent wave of terrorism in Sokoto State and part of Northwest, and other forms of violent extreme in the country by a group Lakurawa, there was no cause for alarm as the group membership was not more than 200. According to the counter-terrorism coordinator, the military and other security agencies under the coordination of National Security Advisor (NSA) Malam Ribadu was on top of the situation and the group will be wiped out in no distant future. Na so una go talk o. When you go later reach Boko Haram this thing, na so Boko Haram come like that.
That time wey this Buhari dey come, dey talk about say don't worry, I will fight Boko Haram. I will destroy them, and we will have freedom, and I will have now is this Lakwara, which already had merged as well, and the problem there is that I don't even know how. Come on, see.
My own point is that for someone to be able to count a particular group of people, they said they are not less than 200. How do you know that they are not less than 200?
Exactly what I'm saying. How will you know the certain number?
When I get the Lakwara, no, the Major General. I was like, is it the leader of that Lakwara that actually managed, or it was someone else, because I don't understand. So now you now say that he's so person from. I was like, I thought it was the leader that was counting them that says that they are no more up to 2. They are.
The same way you can keep record of these people, the same way you can destroy them. If you can tell us the normal figure of these people, you can tell us how to destroy them also.
Exactly.
You come outside the dog, say these people are not less than 200.
And then
not less than 200, I don't feel wipe them once.
And they haven't even still wiped them up. They are giving us the count. So until they have actually multiplied to 1,000 or 2,000,
they then let us know they want to recruit more people. That's what they tell us. They tell us that they want to recruit more people.
Those people actually use the internet as well, and then if they are going to see these numbers that you have just mentioned, they're going to be like, okay, maybe they need more people.
If you don't know them, how will you know the certain amount of people that
these people are being funded? Because if they are not funded, these people go out and they waste their bullets. Where do they get bullets from?
Exactly. Where do they get guns from and how?
See the kind of gun they are going to use, AK. Imagine if you this kind of terrorists are using this kind of weapon, this kind of
Nigerian
Police
police,
sef no even
Nigerian police doesn't
God
use
will
that
bless
kind
you.
of
How do you even know what I
kind
would
of
say?
weapon.
Police, soldier no dey use
Even
that kind
the
of
funniest
weapon.
part wasn't no last Opa week that we are talking about that the government says that they needed money to buy
Bring
more
in
arms,
arms.
bring in arms for the like imagine
Mm-hmm.
okay if serious war comes out now, so the Nigerian armies and security and all that will just be all of us, they will just wipe us out because there is no arm to protect us. All the money that they are borrowing now, you bring the record out, let's see.
How will help us this last? Okay, we are moving on to what is trending. Just in, you have case in court. You can't be gifting cars or houses to judges who are going to determine your case. Femi Falana to Wike over cars and house gifts to judge. Okay, so but however, Wike on Wednesday denied the claim that the houses are being constructed to pocket the judge for political gains. He said the construction of homes for judges is part of President Bola Tinubu welfare package designed to promote the independence of the judiciary. Like,
we are on the
and we are
welfare
suffering.
package. We are on the welfare. We have to support.
you can't get that. You can't make a better welfare for the masses. People you are governing, people you are
Which state is
protecting.
it from, sef?
Eh?
Is it not
It's a Rivers State.
Rivers State? What has it even done for Rivers
Formerly
State?
Rivers State
Imagine, governor, what has it done for
That is why
Rivers State
that is
governor?
why I want to ask. He's a PDP party. Then he's been so loyal to them. APC
Than the
party.
PDP. Imagine him
Like his
tackling
his loyalties is for Tinubu, is for the president.
will you?
Or has he changed his party back to
See,
APC?
like when I notice him tackling the
My question is-
any small thing, he tackles the
My
article. Any
question
small thing,
is,
he talks about
has
article.
Before he used to be PDP, has he actually changed his party back to APC? Because I don't understand. Okay, that time that he was the Rivers State governor, it was the PDP. Now he just the loyalties and all that, and then the power that he's sucking is getting too much and it's getting out of hand. He does not even regard the people that even put him there in the first place. I know
neglected them
not
already.
be us vote and there now the submission and being loyal to the master and other that put him inside that seat, and he's showing it as well that yes, I can do more, I can do there and then the undo as well.
You come out, you talk, say building houses for judge is part of
Package.
welfare package. Does it even sound professional or ethical?
It says the president. He called the president that is actually in approval.
Building houses for judge, 40 houses.
And now
40 for judge, 40, and these houses are not bungalows. They are not one flat. They are not two flats.
The painful part of it is that where he actually rendered people homeless, rendering people homeless, and then just because he wanted to build houses for
exactly
judge, so that in 2027
so
he can still be elected into the seat, or is
like, is it the judge that will put him on the that will make him
the judge and
they have their own say in politics also. Because when you bring case to them and tell them this election, you don't.
Is either it's being ring or not, they have their own say.
If you want to complain,
their own is just to support. Plaster there.
If you have a complaint, you definitely continue to judge, because the police cannot help you settle issue. When it comes to court case, now judge to get
out. Now I walk up build 40 houses for judge.
It's already
if that rather than like
it's already making the way for 2027.
That's
so
right.
it's
just rubbish. And securing a seat and rendering this these people that don't have any influence, that does not have power, rendering them homeless.
That is
really frustrating.
The power that is talking.
But President, even though he said like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu special package, they should look into this. This is uncalled for.
How will you go into
it's uncalled for? They should look into it.
Says that the president
everybody should stand up on this. You rendering people that does not have power, that they are not influential. You render them homeless. Whereas you want to build house for the judges.
They are going to look into it right now. Those houses that has been demolished and then leaving those people stranded in the street. How is it going to be built for them again? Because I don't think that even if
instead of even building houses for those judges, why can't you build house for them back? Shebi na him
Uh-huh.
demolish am, he go build am back, no.
Uh-huh.
Or you should pay them the money. You go choose one.
As the demolishers, they pay them any money.
This is oh God,
The
I'm
man
out
is the
of
man
breath.
the man is heartless. One,
Very
the
heartless.
man is so heartless to the point that he does not even care. He feels like he feels like he has power over
Everything.
everything, and he can do and do what, and then no one is going to, because yes, Nigeria will not say anything. We'll just look at him and then be like, there's nothing. Now only air we go talk, and then we'll just be looking, and then what are we going to do? We leave it in the hands of God.
Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you for joining us on the breakfast show today. I have been your host, Busola. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and updates on Global Entertainment Series TV. Have a blessed day.